Before I continue the story, which I promise you heats up, picks up pace very quickly, I just wanted to get some details out of the way. And yeah, anyway. Um, I mentioned that I went to this family member's car presentation shortly after GTC Global Training Conference the first time. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned that she brought somebody on her team who I met for the first time at the car presentation. And we are just going to call this person Sabrina because I do want to protect everyone's identities. It'll make more sense later on in the story. Sabrina and I hit it off immediately. Sabrina and I were both like really tall. I came to find out we were both kind of the black sheep of our family. Sabrina is a black woman, but I later came to find out mixed, like me, but a black woman. And Sabrina had literally approached my family member and asked her to be a part of her team. And I remember this all happening. I remember the family member telling our team, because I was, again, part of her team, like, you never know who's watching you. People are watching you, so create curiosity on social media. And I do have to say that I don't know if I'll be involved in network marketing. I actually think I will once I find a good product and a good community. But speaking of which, the two things that I really, really took from my time in Arbonne, which is the longest company I was with in network marketing, is the need and not necessarily the need, but how things can really take off when you have the right community and the right energy, which I have found almost a decade later when I've hired people for my businesses. And then two, I'm a better entrepreneur today. I'm a better small business owner because of the time that I spent in network marketing and all the free training, things that didn't even make sense until I reached that level in my business that are taught in all of the trainings that you go through with Arbonne. And being in community with people who have done it before, people from literally, like I said, all different walks of life. Sabrina had a goal of getting to the car level in 1 year, and she smashed it. She did it. I watched her do it. So this is somebody who joined after me and shot up the ranks so quickly right in front of my eyes. I can't tell you what that did for my own belief. And like, I promised Sabrina that when she did earn her car, that I was going to go to her car presentation. And sure enough, I did. I'll talk about that later on in the story. Took the Greyhound bus up to the Bay Area to be a part of her car presentation. But like I mentioned earlier, Sabrina is a black woman, and that added a whole new energy and for lack of a better term, color to our team, which was freaking incredible and amazing because me and my mom were the only people of color literally on this person's team, all white people. And that also did a lot for my belief. And another thing that I really liked about Arbonne is that for a time, there was a lot of trainings that were specifically multicultural trainings. Again, I've been out of the scene for quite a few years at this point, so I don't know what they're doing. The company's also been sold a couple of times. But that also is so awesome, getting the trainings in Spanish, networking with other Latinos from the Bay Area and from other parts of the state and the country who also have Arbonne businesses. Those are all things that you get with network marketing. And again, I'm a sole believer that if you find the right product and the right community, anybody can be successful at network marketing. Firm believer. So anyway, Sabrina added a whole new layer to the whole new level, excitement, energy to our team. And again, I'll talk about this later, but at our next global training conference, we got to watch this family member cross the stage, right? Which I brought up earlier, from the first global training conference, GTC, that I was at, like walking up the stage, waving your little flag. And again, seeing how many people around the world, this is their source of income. This is how they make money. Also, again, does a lot for our belief. But because we came back to GTC like exploded in size and much more people, a different vibe, a different energy, a much more diverse group, things got very, very interesting. And I look forward to sharing how GTC round 2 went.